Conas and how are ye? Welcome back to the Candlelit Tales podcast, where we tell Irish mythology and we back it with original music. And this is a very special introduction that I hope you don't skip, because most people skip the intros. But I'm going to give you a little bit of context for what is in store in this very special episode. You see, we just finished the Fianna Saga, and it took us a long time. Don't know if you noticed, but that was going on quite a while. And we feel quite accomplished and saddened to reach the end of this great epic narrative that we pieced together over a lot of research and a lot of tellings and a lot of ways we've told these stories. There are many more Fianna stories to tell, but we managed to put them all into one great narrative that we're quite happy with, and we hope you enjoyed it. We've gotten some lovely feedback from you all, and we really appreciate those who support this podcast and those who listen to it. And so for all of those who've reached out and shared it and, contributed in any way, thank you. Thank you so much. We've met so many people in this past year that have given us an awful lot of joy. And if you are listening to this podcast, and if you're one of those people who have come up to us and found us in a field or a bar or a venue and just shared a bit of the joy that these stories have given you, thank you. It means so much. And this special episode is a chat. It's quite a long chat and quite an off-topic chat because, we decided to change it up. It's festival season in Ireland. At the start of the month, I was down in Uisneach and we're celebrating the lighting of the fire for Bealtaine. And it is now, as I record this, the start of June. A whole month has gone by and festival season has arrived in Ireland. And people are going out just like the Fianna of old. And it seems like an amazing time to have ended our Fianna podcast. But we'll have these stories to look back and enjoy, and we'll have our special chats about the creation process and how we dissect these stories, what they mean to us now more than ever, especially in this dark time where there's so much darkness and negativity and division. These stories, we believe, bring us together more and can co-create something quite magical by dissolving these imagined ideas of separation and race and colour, and are we all one under the umbrella of human race, trying to do our best and not repeat history, even though these old stories just go to show how repeatable they are. And so this long introduction that I'm giving you right now is all in store for the fact that we have more of our chats going up for our new series. We will be taking a break from the podcast and we'll be talking about the Kings series that we're going to get stuck into next. And if you want to find out more about our creation process, how we tell these stories and what they mean in today's context, they're all up for the Candlelit crew who support this podcast. So by all means, go along and follow the links in the description. And if you have anything at all, a bit of change, enough for an old coffee, that would be super helpful and encourage us to keep creating these stories. We've just gone over 310 episodes, I think. That's mad. And it just goes to show how much we love telling these stories to people who listen to us. And now this episode is, a complete sidetrack. This is more in relation with the festival season that we're going into, because we have a great, brilliant number of festivals and reasons to celebrate in Ireland, the lighter part of the year. It is the time to go out and create your own adventure. And we've had a lot of collaborators, a lot of co-creators, a lot of musicians that have helped us along our long 12 years of telling stories. And two of the buccos that have helped us out in retreats, in music and facilitation are talking to me in this episode. And their names are Aron and Tomas. And they're setting up a little festival called Féile Solas down on Whiddy Island, down in West Cork on the 19th to 21st of June. Coming up quite soon. So if you happen to hear this before then, by all means, grab your tickets. If you don't, there's some brilliant music in this hour-long chat where it was published online for Eist Radio, which is an online radio source, and we decided to publish it here too because it might get as much of a reach, or a bit more of a reach maybe, to different communities. And this is packed full of good crack, good jokes, good banter, and great music. And if you're a fan of some of the upcoming music in Ireland, you'll hear some great musicians. And at the very, very end, a very lovely collaborator and good friend of mine, Caoimhín. He goes by the name Caoimhín Ceol on Instagram and TikTok. And you'll hear an absolutely brilliant message from him, supporting us to do the chats and to do the festival and bring us together for this Summer Solstice Festival that we have so much enjoyed in previous years. This is the 3rd year running. I was there in the first year, missed last year, but I'll be there with a bang this year for the Summer Solstice celebration that we're going to co-create and manifest something magical. There'll be beautiful music, brilliant artists, great workshops, and it's on an island and it's tiny. My favourite type of festival. But enough of the sales pitch, because this is really about the chats. This is about 3 friends sitting down talking about what it means to have a festival in Ireland today more than any other time, and why we decided to have this chat and play some music that is just uplifting out there. So I hope you enjoy this episode. The artists are all listed below in the show notes. And once more, if you'd like to support this podcast, you can follow the link below and join the Candlelit crew to hear the chats ongoing about older stories, newer upcoming stories, and have a monthly chat with Surik and myself every month on the last Saturday of the month. And without further ado, let's get into the chat, shall we? Shall we, Rowan?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll intro us. You know the game plan.
Yeah.
Start the clock rolling.
4-4-2.
Start the clock rolling there now.
3 at the back.
that timer's not working. Hello and welcome to Eist Radio. My name is Aron Hegarty and I'm very, very excited to be listening. Damn it.
Leave it in!
Like,
hello, my name is Eist Radio.
Like brain melt mode. Right, okay, we're good to go. We got this. Hello and how are you? My name is Aron Hegarty and welcome to Eist Radio, where I'm going to be interviewing the 2 buckos beside me, Tomas and Rowan, who are organising a very special festival for the summer solstice in Cork on Whiddy Island, and no more suitable time to be having a festival, the summer solstice, and you're celebrating not only coming together for the solstice, but with a music festival down in Whiddy Island. Rowan, Tomas, welcome. Thank you very much, and thank you for asking me to interview you. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic. Good.
This is going to be the 3rd year of you guys running this festival. So we're going to get into the why, the how, the places, the where, the when, the history of the place, the history of the island, and the amazing lineup that's on the whole festival, as well as some of the workshops and the stuff you're doing, the crack and the antics, which in fairness, it does sound very exciting. And after even just talking about it with you guys for the last while, did you kind of maybe want to land into the place itself? Like, why Whiddy Island? Like, that's mad. Getting everyone to get on the boat and sail across a little bit of the Atlantic.
Out to music festival, like.
Out to music festival, like. That's pure madness, like.
Where would you get it?
Where would you get it, like?
Where would you get it? Whiddy is where you get it. June 19th, 21st.
Yeah.
Join us.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
It is mental, isn't it? To be honest, it's a funny thing. We had this crazy idea for this festival a couple of years ago. Like, we sat around talking about what we would do, because we're festival lovers. We've always been festival lovers, and we've been involved in helping out with festivals, or like playing music or building stages or whatever it is. So we had all these ideas of like what it is that makes a perfect festival, and especially small festivals, independent festivals. That's what we love. The ones that are not commercialized, where like the beauty and the magic is about people coming together in a really kind of organic and natural way. Which boils down to, I mean, it's a really overused word, but community, basically.
We do love community.
We do love community, like, you know, it's kind of like, as our good friend Caoimhín says, it's a classic for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
It might have been rinsed a bit, but it's a classic for a reason.
We do need it.
Yeah. So when we had the idea, we were looking for a venue, basically, to put on this event that at the time was just an idea. And we had the contact. I had been before down to Whiddy Island. They love community, and so do we. And in many ways, I would have thought that they're very different to us. Like, we're trying to put on this kind of like artsy event, and they have Yeah.
hard working.
30 people live on the island. Like it's quite a small island.
Small island. Like
they're all like
fishermen, mussel fishermen, and farmers. Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Not
quite a small.
not your average festival goer, like.
Not the people on the island, but they are now, and they're brilliant people. Like we've got on so well with them, like built, I suppose, like the trust and community with them.
Nice.
And we're just bringing, like, I suppose what we saw in all these other festivals, like say Lula Gros and Fuinev and all these different like community-run festivals around the country, that we were just bringing that to Woody Island, like down to this small island in the west.
Yeah. So we're very grateful to them for having us.
And they're really behind us now. Like after being there for like 3 years, going into our 3rd year now.
Brilliant.
They're really behind it. Like
that's great to see.
You know, everything we need or anything.
Yeah.
They want
a
from
magic
us.
connection for us. I
It's
think
brilliant.
it
Really works out quite well. Like yeah.
So I want to just kind of, in terms of establishing who we're talking to here, we're talking to Ruan. Now, Othermother, now you've a music background, and now Tomas, you're more the artist, the installator, the creator, the hands-on. Am I kind of categorizing it correctly?
That sounds about right.
So will you be playing music at your own festival, Ruan?
I will, yeah, I will. I'll play music. I think I'm actually going to collaborate with this Celtic mythological storyteller, who's a good friend of mine and a collaborator in past projects. And yeah, I'll play some music. I've always played. It's actually such a joy in a way. You do all the organisation and you forget that you're a musician, and then you get to play and experience the thrill of being on stage, except that you also planned the stage and built the stage. So that is kind of cool.
That is gorgeous. Yeah. And was that part of the inspiration to kind of get the festival going? Was just like so you could have a place to share music and play music, and like was that part of it, like to like bring people into
it kind of was space? That like at the start when it was all like we were just chatting about it and we're like, oh, I'd love to do this, I'd love to build this, I'd love to play that, I'd love to do that, like all these people from different backgrounds who wanted to do these things.
Class. And
we were all just at the same time, same place, kind of being like, fuck it, I want to do that.
Why don't we just do that?
Yeah. From musicians to like artists, installations, visual artists, sound people.
And there's such a good scene. Like we would have been going to gigs around Cork in the previous years, and there's so many people putting on shows and putting on events just for the love of it. Yeah. You know, because there are just so many talented people around the place who just love sharing their art, sharing their music. You see it like in the Roundy or in Mayo around Cork all of the time. These gigs that people put on plugged just because they love doing what they do. And so we were inspired by that to say, like, why can't we have this kind of like organic homegrown event on a slightly larger scale, where we can have in Cork. Yeah, exactly. It's been crying out for it, so we thought that we should try and
I love it.
No shindig, like.
An old shindig.
An old shindig.
You know what Cork needs? Cork needs a shindig. Cork's been dying for a shindig for a long time.
I mean, obviously you want to bring the shindig digging it out there into the islands,
like into the
west. And like, okay, so over to you, Tomas. Like the installation, like I'm not sure everyone has a clear picture of what an installation is at a festival. Because people go to festivals and go, "Ooh, wow, it looks nice."
Shiny, like.
But there's a lot of work that goes into just like that random bit of wood over in the corner to make that area. Talk to me about your background and your self-teaching ability of making this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing a lot of for this festival. Like, was like creating the art installations. Like, I've worked in that for the last couple of years for like various festivals around the country.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this one, we have like a couple of key pieces. Like this one piece I made, which is like, it's called like a Solas Sun.
Nice.
So it's like projection mat piece, which is like rigged up and projected onto in the shape of the sun. It's
beautiful.
A bunch of different shapes.
It is the solstice after all.
It is the solstice with all different graphics and stuff. So that's kind of a central piece that I've made and brought around to different festivals, but it's kind of a central piece to us.
But it was born
for Féile Solas, like designed and created for it.
Beautiful. Solas is your ally.
Yeah.
I was born in the Solas.
Brought around to different ones. Yeah. And even today, like the three of us have been working on various other pieces that will be like brought, I suppose, to different festivals around the country. But
what's this one called?
This one is like TBC, Future Love Bench.
I like Future Love Bench. Yeah.
Depending, it could be a DJ booth, could be an entranceway, could be an archway.
Gorgeous.
It's like a bunch of different like hexagon frames that are all like bolted together.
Wow.
Which is about 3.5, like 4 meters up in the air.
Beautiful.
So yeah,
Hexagonal Dreamscape.
Hexagonal Dreamscape. And
Call it
it's
whatever you want. It's gonna be. So that one could have a few different lives. Like
there's kind of and that's going to be golden, silver.
it's gonna be silver. It's gonna be metallic.
Kind of maybe have a
metallic.
sun moon vibe going on, maybe, no?
Yeah, because a lot of them it is to play into like the Solas and Dirkadus, like the light and dark. We do some other. We'd like Heather Roach was a great like.
Shout out Heather Roach.
Shout out to Heather Roach, and she's going to be designing some
costumes for us.
Some beautiful.
She brought a beautiful piece last year.
Guna
of like a sun.
I'll wear a Guna.
Oh yeah, I've seen you in a Guna.
I look good.
Quite the man to wear a Guna.
I say so myself.
Lots of fabric stuff. Yes, we've had some amazing people come down and bring like their own art, which has been
class.
Amazing. And like the people have applied to bring like installations, to bring pieces down. It's
lovely.
Away, like,
yeah, of course. I mean, I think we'll get on to the artists and the musicians that are coming and playing at the festival. But I think it's interesting that you say the Dirkadus and the Solas, the light and the dark, because this is very much the lightest and brightest time of the year, and it's a time to face a lot of the darkness out there, and that kind of theme of the festival is facing into this darkness, gathering together with a bit of light and a little brightness. And I suppose is it I suppose it's the third time doing it. Is it showing you that you have a bit more light and brightness to bring again to do the festival? Do you have any maybe light bright memories to bring back from the fore to tell us about that might inspire a bit of, I don't know.
Yeah, just a little boost you get from people, like just you're putting on this thing and you're organising it the whole time, like you're just at it the whole time. But like the little bits when like someone's like, oh, I'd love to help, I'd love to do that. You just get these boosts out of it. It's going to be the smallest thing from someone with like an ice cream truck or a fucking sound person or like an
ice cream truck.
Someone who does X, Y, and Z, and they're like, I want to share whatever I can do for the festival.
Amazing.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Out of the woodwork and like
yeah,
invariably not asking people at all, like and they're just like, I want to do this. I get onto you and be like, I'd love to bring my XYZ to the festival. Like
that's gorgeous.
And it just gives us.
And I don't think we knew when we started how much it would mean to people, or like how people would be drawn to something as soon as we said we were putting something on. Out of the woodwork is exactly the phrase that like people just emerge from everywhere saying, if you're doing this, we would love to be part of it. We'd love to help. It's very humbling.
Yeah.
To be part
and
of.
people flying it
people
from
like flock in,
all over the place, like mates and stuff. And all over, like make space and make time for it, like
Yeah.
And people we've never met as well, by equally people we've never met.
Yeah, of course.
Like I'm making space and time for it as well, just because I like what's going on.
And it becomes important to them.
Light the fire and they will come.
Yeah.
Put her on and then they'll gather to it.
You were asking about favourite moments. Like one thing that really stands out for me, if like when I think about that, like last year Smithereens came down. They were unbelievable band from Cork. This like jazz rock fusion. It's an insane kind of like thing to watch, and they rocked the main stage, like set the place alight on Friday night, rose the roof of the whole festival. Like a really powerful performance.
Rose the stretch tent.
Really blew it up. We were worried.
Quite literally.
We thought it might blow away. But then hours later, we're sitting around by the fireside, and there's the lads from Smithereens, like passing the guitar around, with all of the rest of us, like everyone sitting at the fireside, kind of sharing this kind of communal moment together. And in some ways, for me, that's kind of like the magic of Féile Solas. We have this kind of like powerful artistic expression that's happening, and people like doing that, but then there's no delineation between those people and the people who arrive. Like we all sit down together and we experience the festival together.
Yeah, there's no artists, only the VIP area over there, and then kind of the punters and the everyone else, the peasants over in the corner.
All one, like
it's all one. It is quite tiny. Like as in, I know we're talking about like small festivals and community festivals, but like this is a tiny little island. Like
that's a beauty. Like you're out on an island, like you get a ferry, you're out away from the mainland.
Yeah,
like it's its own thing. Like
it's hard to describe the scale as well.
It really is
really
tiny.
Small.
I think because I missed last year for some reason, but I was there for the first year, and like my favorite story, part memory, is like getting the boat out and arriving as you were telling me that story of the stretch tent that you didn't have hours before the festival started, and then you got given it by an utter legend who is worth kind of, I think...
Shout out Derek Harrell.
Absolutely give him a shout out. Because in a lot of ways, not only is he giving you the stretch tent to base your festival around, but he brought a certain kind of fire. He brought literally a bit of fucking fire from... Was it Sweden? Norway?
Norway.
It was Norway. I always forget.
On an old boat on his Todd.
On his Todd, like the guy...
Across the North Sea in the middle of winter.
What a legend.
As you be doing, like.
As you be doing.
Yeah.
As you be doing. He
Like-
brought the
like
fire
fires down it.
all the way to
Cook a
Ireland.
full deer, like.
I mean, he did it. And it was kind of big news at the time, and then kind of got forgotten about. And then all of a sudden, I arrive personally, and I see this guy, get told who it is, and that he brought essentially the housing for people to have a brilliant weekend under the stretch tent.
Not to mind feeding everyone for the weekend as well.
Not to mind feeding everyone, which was brilliant. So, I mean, the theme of the festival seems to be collective, bring people together. Obviously, there's like a lot of grog going into it, a lot of love. And it can't be very easy, I imagine. It's not overly smooth sailing. But you're also on the back of some amazing festival performers and people who have been singing, who've been bringing their talent, who've been bringing their amazing musical arts. And you mentioned someone singing around the fire there now.
That was actually Noah from Smithereens sent me a little voice note earlier. He's very excited about playing about coming back. Maybe.
You're like the wind and the rain. You make me feel alive. Though often paired with disdain, I know that this ain't right. This could be love or be rage, and I don't know why. I just can't make up my mind. Smile at me when you walk past. I really thought that I'd die. You stop and chat with an old man. Oh Jesus, you're just so kind. I think that you'll really love me, 'cause I know that I love you till we both die. Know where you're going, don't wanna know where. 'Cause if I know where you're going, you know that you'll see me there. Don't wanna know where you're going, don't wanna know where. 'Cause if I know where you're going, you know that you'll see me there. You always move with such grace. I wanna be your skin. If I can just get a taste of what you hold within. The way you open your front door, so I can see inside. You know I'll wait for you all night.
Yes, yes, yes now, boys. It's Noah here from Smithereens with some breaking news. The amazing team of event organisers behind Féile Solas, an Irish independently run festival, have kindly invited us back to play again this year. And after we had such an incredible time last year, you know we couldn't pass up on that offer. For those of you who don't know us, we are a 5-piece from Cork City, blending rock, jazz, funk, and everything in between. For those of you who do know us, we love you, baby, and we'll see you very, very soon on the 19th, 20th, and 21st of June at Féile Solas. Yeah, baby!
And if that doesn't get you excited to be really joining us for the summer solstice in Woody Island from the 19th to the 21st or the 20th, lads. I'm not sure.
21st, baby, all the way to Sunday evening, 6 p.m.
Amazing. Like, what a beautiful time and length of a festival in Woody Island, West Cork, this June. The 2026 is going to be amazing on Woody Island. And, like, there's so much else to be celebrating and excited about because I don't know, what else is there? I mean, well, there's lots of stuff will excite people to come and join, including getting involved in some of the antics.
The antics, yeah, we've always had antics, though. We're very pro antics as people in general.
In general.
There's a few words for it. Messers is the one you like the most.
Yes, of course.
Up with that sort of thing.
Yeah,
That'd
up
be
with that
there.
sort of thing.
Up with that
That's
sort
kind
of
of our motto.
Yeah.
So yeah,
More of that.
I've been trying to cook up a little something that I think people will hopefully enjoy. It certainly would be under the category, I would say, of antics.
Antics / shenanigans.
Oh, shenanigans!
Like,
we have a Google
serious.
Drive folder called shenanigans.
Files.
Files,
Under shenanigans.
You may have shenanigans, but we've got shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Okay,
In a
so
Google Drive folder.
those
Next
who are
to production
listening,
meetings.
I've an ear out for the listener here who are going like, hang on now, lads, are you just like running around the place acting the bollocks? Like, what do you mean by shenanigans? Like, explain. Like, there's workshops happening.
The way you said it, I'm thinking that you want us to say that's not true. In the way it is, we have loads of workshops. We've incredible workshops actually, and I think we have another show in a few weeks' time where hopefully we'll get to interview the incredible team that we have who are looking after the workshops.
Class.
And they've put together an unbelievable program. We opened up the applications for workshops, and we had a deluge of applications of like
Oh, it's amazing. Like,
really cool stuff.
You can't put them all on, like.
No, we won't have time to put them all on.
Yeah.
But
pretty
the
limited,
ones that we have been able to select, that we've been able to put on,
Hand chosen.
really, really cool, hand selected
amazing stuff. Yeah.
by an amazing team.
So good, like.
And then in
Go on,
terms
give me a taster there, so like
taster.
I know.
Taste gone,
Go on, give me a small taste because like I know we're going to be going into it in depth next week, but at the same time, give me a small taste.
a little
What's
teaser.
there? What's
Okay,
there?
we're going to have breath work,
Wow,
foraging.
that's cool. That's that in there. I would go to Woody Island to forage alone if someone could show me what to forage.
We're going to have yoga, movement, a lot of cool movement practices set to music, a lot of cool breathwork practices set to music. We're going to have acro yoga. We're going to have...
I do love a bit of acro yoga now.
you do?
I didn't
actually,
think I
you've become-
would.
Yeah.
But I was
Become
taught
quite the acro yogi.
good friend of mine now.
Yeah. I've seen you do it at the beach in the waves. It's pretty good.
That was not our best day. That was not our... Look, the waves got me off balance, okay?
yeah.
The waves got me off balance.
Sea acro yoga.
Yeah, that was actually a lot harder than either of us thought it was.
Yeah.
So professionally, you'll be done at the
Yeah,
festival.
other
You know,
better
on
performers
land,
than
like,
me will
you
be
know,
doing it.
on
hopefully.
grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in terms of antics, I've been cooking up, what is it?
It's the immersive
an
quest.
immersive quest.
An immersive quest.
An immersive quest.
AKA scavenger hunt, but that just wasn't sticking in my mind. So
It's-
when you described to me, I think it just sounds like an immersive quest.
It's an immersive quest.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity for
It's
people.
led, like that's
Yeah.
what it is. To be fair, like.
Ultimately, I think that is what it is.
There's
That is
theatre,
magic, like.
immersive theatre elements to it. You go around, if you can, decipher a few clues. You learn more about the island, the history of the island, the history of Ireland. You
Because
connect-
a lot happened in the island. Like, quite a lot happened.
Oh man,
quite
Bantry
much,
Bay
yeah.
and Whitty Island was a key place, a key kind of
In many
geographical,
histories, like.
topographical kind of theatre for particularly Irish history. A lot of stuff went down around there
stuff went
that
down.
I didn't know about before we started doing this festival. So it's cool to share a little bit of it with the people who come, because like we would sit down, like when we first started doing the festival, we would sit down with the guys who run the community centre. I don't think they would like to be named, but the people.
Look, the community in
And
the
they
community
would
centre.
tell us these stories, these incredible stories, because some of them are steeped, their ancestry. It's like generations and generations back
Right,
on the island.
they've been there for a while. Like,
Yeah, and they would
Nice.
tell us these stories of folk tales, apocryphal tales, and historical kind of facts about things that have happened around this area. And it's really powerful. It's really cool stuff. It's really like, I don't know, it just like makes you feel really deeply rooted in the fact that we are in West Cork. We are here on the west coast of Ireland. And yeah, I don't know, just brings me back as I'm saying it to you, the way you said Cork at the beginning of your introduction, like this idea of like real sense of like what it is to be a rebel. And to be a rebel, like. And I think that's really cool for us to tap into now, especially at this time in like Irish history, where I think we're at a key turning point in like what the concept of Irish identity is about. And so I think it's really cool opportunity for us to tap into looking back at what Cork was like, what West Cork was like, and then maybe a chance for us to look forward to what we would like to create. How can we take the legacy of the people that came before us, and the strength of that, and like look forward with it.
Yeah, and like I mean, that's a beautiful reason to put on anything anywhere. But like the fact that you're putting on a music festival on this island that's, you know, linked to survival against colonialism and occupation. There's a lot of history of obviously boats and wanderings, and I suppose there's a link to getting through the awfulness that we've survived on this island through. And a lot of people talk about the difficult times we're living through right now, and at the latest, brightest day of the year, to be kind of going through that with a bit of hope, with a bit of flame, or something that's going to like sustain you mentally and spiritually, and maybe be able to look back at it and as something as a turning point, maybe bring you back into community.
Take
maybe
something away, like
yeah.
Like the whole idea is that it's not just a festival and it's transactional and you go and buy a ticket and you just go, and like the whole idea is that it's a community thing, that you go there and get something from it. Do you know that you're part of it, or you learn about, say if you do the scavenger hunt or the immersive quest.
Come on.
You're out of it, like that you learn about the history of the place, you learn about the wider history of West Cork and Ireland that was happening at the time, like, and that you're not just going down there to
get drunk and obliterate, and just like,
if you want.
I mean, you're not just going down there,
yeah.
But you can.
If the option is there, like, to like learn more about it, like just essentially be part of the community there, like.
It's a gorgeous thing to kind of have as an all-encompassing kind of hug. It's a nice little hug to put around. Nice little festival.
It is a bit like a hug, actually.
You know,
the whole festival.
The whole festival is a nice bit of festival hug. That's
nice.
I want to ask you about the, like, well, I don't want to give you too much away, but like, what can you map out roughly what this immersive quest might be? Like, people get off the boat, there's a festival, there's a stage, there's food, there's community, there's, you know, like, are you just going to be brought on a quest? You have to go seek out the quest.
Invited. Everyone will be invited. On arrival, you'll be invited to participate in a quest that takes place throughout the day on Saturday.
Nice.
Where there'll be some little cryptic clues and a few live theatre performances that take place, but you have to interpret the clue in order to get the information about the next performance.
I love it.
The performances should be hilarious.
Almost.
Some of the actors have a little bit of work to do.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do.
Aron Hegarty, learn your lines.
There has been no contract signed. There has been no contract signed. I have penciled in a date, that's all.
But the idea is, just as we were talking about that, like, you know, it's like based on historical events and very much rooted in Whiddy Island, but also just an invitation, I guess, to think about
just
what
like
we can learn from the past,
play
and
and just
where
like
we
have a
are,
bit of fun
have
within the
fun,
festival,
have a bit of a laugh.
Like, there is undercurrent running through the whole festival.
Yeah.
That you're welcome to join if you want to.
Yeah.
Which is just playing along. It's like a kind of just a game within the festival.
I mean, I love that because there's not enough of that you go to festivals, you enjoy music, and unless you're there with a group, you know, a big group, and you might get lost in a group. You might lose your friends for a moment. But there doesn't seem to be activities other than going, watching in bands. And I suppose this festival seems to me to be very much about the community, the people that are coming, how it's bringing together musicians, creatives, artistic folk, as well as those who like shenanigans, and those who might just want.
No, we're going to be chock full of
soundheads,
opportunities and soundheads.
What did you say it was? Festival? What was it? Tomas nearly got onto the poster. Festival.
Oh, the festival. created by sound people for the benefit of sound people.
Nice. So again, if you're a sound person,
Our original motto, yeah.
yeah, if you're a sound
On
person,
day one spec, like.
brilliant, and you'd like to go to a festival,
Still is, yeah.
by sound people for sound people. Well, I think we might have
We
a
should
song.
talk about some of the decent Cork bands that we have coming into play.
I was just going to say,
We're going to
well,
talk about Cork. We should talk about
Cork.
Cork. Good Cork bands. Bands from Cork
yeah.
that are decent.
Yeah.
we've a good idea of the next Cork lad, and here's a song by Luke O'Rourke, aka Wild Oceans, called "I Hate the Guards." I don't hate the guards.
I don't hate gardas. I don't hate gardas. I don't hate guards. I just hate dickheads. I don't hate politicians. Oh no, I just hate liars and thieves. Sometimes I hate me for the very same reasons. Whoops. Guy says to me, "You got a fucking problem." Nah, man, and if I did, I don't think you could solve them. Get your aggressive attitude. What I would love to know, though, what I would love to know is what's at you. 'Cause I wish you were happy. I wish you were happy as me. Yes, I wish you were happy. Wish you were happy at all. But please do remember that it's not my fault. 'Cause I don't hate guards. I don't hate guards. I don't hate guards. I just hate dickheads. 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 I don't hate guards. I just hate dickheads. I don't hate bouncers.
And we're back online having the chats as I'm sitting down with Tomas and Ruan, and we're here talking about Féile Solas 2026 in Whitty Island in Cork. If you didn't know already, lads, there's a lot going on Whitty Island this summer. And so we're moving on to, I suppose, like everybody has to go online and check out Féile Solas 2026. And when you do, you might be looking and wondering where to buy your ticket. Because I found it quite confusing in the fact that I couldn't buy a ticket, lads. Could you kind of maybe elaborate?
Yeah, well, we don't really believe in the idea of buying tickets, you know.
Okay.
There's something about buying a ticket that creates an idea of like a transaction between the festival goer and the festival organizer or whoever it is, that like you're purchasing an experience or you're purchasing a commodity that you pay a certain price for, and then you have some expectation to be given something. Like, you know, I go on Temu and I buy some fairy lights, and
Don't be promoting that, no.
I'm not.
Well, I mean,
I'm against it.
okay, good. just to clarify.
Not to say that if you went and checked in my house, you mightn't find some Temu fairy lights, but
Hypocrite.
I know, right?
Such a hypocrite.
Very bad.
Sorry, carry on.
But yeah, we're trying to. I guess we're trying something that we don't think we've really seen before. Although we have actually seen some other attempts at it recently. One in particular being Anam Cara down in West Cork, which is a really cool festival that went down a few weeks ago. Yeah, run by some very cool people. But I guess the idea is that we're trying to get away from this like capitalist transactional model where like you're purchasing. Like, I guess capitalism is always trying to tell us there's things that we need to buy in order to have the life that we want to live, that we have to be able to purchase something in order to live the life that we want. And we want to get away from that idea and make it that we're trying to provide a space for people to come together to have an experience that we all create together. So we're not selling anything to anybody. We're simply doing the groundwork. We're doing the preparation. We're doing the kind of like logistical background organization to allow people to come together and have an experience together.
Yeah. So I mean, we've created it in a way where like if you go on the website, you can choose how much you want to pay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how this went down with the locals the very first time you pitched it. Like,
well, it's what we did the first year. Like the very first year, this is the system we had.
Brilliant.
It was like a sliding scale donation base. That was the idea.
Okay.
And then last year we went to like a more like sort of capitalist ticket system with tiers but this year we're just going back to it and we're like, this is the way to do it. This is what suits us the most.
It's down to the core value of
values. So basically we have like a minimum.
Give what you can.
There's like a floor. There's a minimum floor. It's £100, and
right.
anything you could share after that
is absolutely ridiculous.
It's just the bare bones to get the festival just about off the ground.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're leaving that up to people to be like,
if they can donate more, if they have the means to. I mean,
if you go on the website, there's a blank box and you can enter in what you want.
It's a beautiful way of holding a festival. Like, weirdly enough, the podcast that myself and my sister have created has only been sponsored by people who, joined the Patreon. And I didn't really kind of think that it would maybe work at the start. And I suppose I was surprised in a lot of ways, like you guys, to realize that, people just join, come together collectively, support, tend the fire and just throw something in. And some people do a lot more than others, and some people are barely able to get by, or a lot of people will be asking.
Helps, like it's every bit helps, like, and it's also like no discredit to all the festivals where we've got all our, like, I would say all of
all of the festivals
inspiration from, like,
yeah.
Like there's so much that we've taken and been given from all these other great festivals around the country, and like they all work on different systems, like, so we're just trying our own one and just seeing how this works and trying to lean into it this year basically, and going back to what we did the very first year and just lean into it again this year.
Lovely.
But you talked about people giving as they can, and like that's, Tomas, I think you'll probably agree with this, I hope. But like the experience that we've had in like putting the thing on is that like people give exactly as they can, and so
try different ways, like, and even this year for a while we had kind of like tiers essentially. We had our system, we had the whole like plan in our heads, but we didn't lean into it. I suppose we didn't like believe in the idea as much as we thought we could. And then when we put it out there was different tiers. You could like pick what you wanted to pay, and people generally picked the higher ones.
Wow.
So we were kind of blown away with that, and we were just like, we need to kind of like really lean into this idea
to just give it an option.
Remove all the capitalism, moves out of it. Remove these are selling fast, these are going, these are the early birds.
Because it's dangerous, like, because everything you hear about, I mean, like, but it's interesting. I love it. I support it. I hope people get behind it. I hope people who are listening are like, actually, you know what? There's an awful lot of like pressure on consumers these days. There's a lot of attention being consumed by your phones, by this thing, by, and the pressure to make sure you get in there. This is running out. There's an awful lot of that given as advice to people who are selling things and trying to make sure to create scarcity. And it's a scarcity mindset, and I think it's applaudable that you're going against that. And like, I'm just hoping for the listeners that are listening to this, if you feel a bit tied to paying money all the time and pressured into spending, then maybe you want to support these guys to do what they're doing, because it feels like a valuable thing that you're co-creating. And
like if it feels good for people, I think that's like our experience throughout running this festival, is that things have popped up for us that we could never have expected. And like the more that we've leaned into the fact that we believe in what we're doing, the more people have flocked to us that have helped us out in ways that like we could never have expected.
Brilliant.
People have given so generously, like we talked about Dara Carroll earlier, showing up at the stretch tent the first year when we didn't really have an idea for what that would be. And the same thing last year as
when you were running around looking for a tarp, like.
Oh yeah.
And a few scaffolds as well.
Scaffolds. Yeah. But there was somebody who had tarp and scaffolds who was going to come down,
Yeah,
there was a solution, and then a better solution came along.
A much better solution, thank God.
And each time that we've, like Tomas was just saying, like each time that we've like tried to go in a different direction, it hasn't really felt like it worked. And then each time that we've leaned into it, it just seems that we think that people are out there that this event is going to be meaningful for them, and then we want it to be available
And it
to
goes
everyone.
to the artists, like, so
Yeah,
anything
that's true.
that people do pay above the minimum floor is going directly back to the artist.
But that's
So
really
it's a
important.
share of, like, you know, whatever you give is going to the artist.
Because that's really important because a lot of artists won't be able to come down without paying the minimum for fuel, the minimum for covering their other band members that they'll probably, depending on the band structure, you know, they'll have to hire in people to confirm that they can play. Like, not everyone just will play in a field for the experience and the love of it. No, this is a very unique festival, and it's a very intimate style of a festival, and not everyone gets a chance to play at these festivals. So I can see why so many brilliant artists are actually beautiful and brilliant. That was a combination of that word there.
Say it again.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
I can't. I've just got tongue-tied. Speaking of these brilliant and beautiful artists that are coming to co-create such a wonderful festival, to be paid what they may gain from you, the listener, to be joining and giving what you might want to give to this festival by joining a great solstice celebration. We're going to celebrate some Cork artists. We're going to play some music from two brilliant bands. Two bands from Cork.
Two bands from Cork, right?
As it has to be. So who are we going to listen to?
We're going to listen to Othermother.
Othermother. Yeah, we love it.
And Tomas's favourite band, Irvine.
yeah, and Irvine. Yeah.
This is your favourite band, though.
I fucking love this tune. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. Yeah,
Yeah.
Class.
The
they
banger.
just released it. Yeah, it's so good. So good.
It's
from
been on
Maria.
repeat. Like, it's been on repeat
It's
while
been
we
on the loudest speakers possible.
making the installation for the festival that they'll be playing at.
Pairing, like, yeah.
That's a whole.
Yeah, this pairing, two absolute whoppers, two young
crackers,
Cork
like,
bands
yeah,
that are
yeah.
doing insane tunes, like really new releases, banging tunes that we're going to be hearing at this festival.
Class.
Yeah, we're really excited.
So
about
keep an eye out and enjoy these tunes. You.
Everything is spiraling out of my control. Drawing lines on myself for the 100th time. Trying to make sense of it all. But ever since you left my life, I've lost control of mine. It's not because you're not in it, it's just the chaos that you left behind. Chasing what I once was, but there's nothing left to find. Chasing what I once was, but there's nothing left to find. Nothing left to find. I don't know what to do anymore. Building myself up just to wind up crying on my bedroom floor. It's inevitable at this point. It's inevitable at this point. Maybe I'm just good at being sad. Spent the past few months just falling apart. How did these coping mechanisms even start? No point trying to make sense of it all, 'cause when you're at rock bottom, there's nowhere else to fall. There's nowhere else to fall. I don't know what to do anymore. Building myself up just to wind up just to wind up crying on my bedroom floor. It's inevitable, it's inevitable at this point. It's inevitable, it's inevitable at this point. I don't know what to do anymore. Building myself up just to wind up crying on my bedroom floor. It's inevitable at this point. It's inevitable at this point. Maybe I'm just good at being sad.
We start at the end. You're chicken, but you will not bend. There's nothing more to give you, no words to lend. Sitting with Maria, my only friend. Have you seen the rain? Have you seen the rain? We stand by the wall. You're yellow, but you will not fall. I don't know what to tell you, man. Cat's got my tongue. She's talking to the baby Jesus. Don't know what I'm talking about. Have you seen the rain? Maria, have you seen the rain? Have you seen it? Sleeping with Maria, my only friend.
Two great songs there, so good. Maria by Irvine and Inevitable by Othermother. So great to have these tunes and such amazing talent in all of this. We're just really looking forward to this festival to celebrate the solstice with some great bands, workshops. Not only that, but art installations and on a really small island. Did we mention it's on an island in Whitty Island in West Cork? And like we all know, Cork is great, like so. Like, why would you not want to go? So there's obviously a lot of excitement, and I think a lot of people expect fire shows these days, but there's going to be something happening for the solstice celebration in between Beothana and Lunasa, the Celtic fire festivals. You're happening in between, where it's not necessarily linked to the Celtic festivals, but I think there's something about reclaiming and recreating and reestablishing people's inspiration on the land and coming together to bring about a celebration for the solstice. And something very special is going to happen. We're not quite sure what it's going to be, but there's going to be fire, there's going to be music, there's going to be co-created magic, and I'm very excited to see what it's going to be. There's also a mel happening, a mel to co-create some form of magic to prepare ourselves for this festival. Rowan, what's going on with the mel?
Well, that's right, Aron. Absolutely.
Well, you were both looking at me.
Very well. Yeah, well, this whole festival has always been built on this co-created spirit of people coming together. And so we're giving people the opportunity to do that again. We're really grateful, by the way. Shout out to Eist Radio for having us on. And so just across the road from Eist Radio on Corn Market Street, as it's officially known, but
Nice.
better known to the people of Cork as the Cork.
The Cork,
From the
like,
corner from
all-
Denny's
always.
upstairs from Plugged Records. Shout out to Plugged Records, Cork Institution. Having Crossing Bridewell as well.
We don't have to mention it.
At the test site on Sunday the 7th of June, we're having a little mehel where we're inviting people to come along and express their creativity. We're going to have sign painting, some costume making, some kind of lots of different, I suppose, bits of creative projects that we have that will become part of what makes the magic of the festival.
Love it.
And we're inviting people to come along and help us between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Followed by, we're going to record live then from the Eist Radio studio from 5 to 7 and hopefully have a little party and Plugged Records afterwards.
Oh, I love it.
And for anyone who comes along, they're going to be entered into a draw for a free pass to Féile Solas
Oh!
this year.
A free pass for a festival you can't buy tickets for.
Correct.
I love it.
Passes.
Passes.
Yeah. Wrap your head around that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Come
confusing.
and find out more.
I want to find out more. I'm mad curious.
And if you want to get really excited about that, I think we have another voice note that's just come in from a good friend of ours who's playing at the festival. His name is Caoimhín. He's actually, funnily enough, Aron, I think a collaborator of yours, because we've been talking about a lot of Cork artists today. We've been highlighting various different
All Cork.
artists that are going to be at the festival, but we haven't mentioned the co-host with your sister Sorka of the
Candlelit
Candlelit Tales podcast.
I was like, did you forget the name of the podcast there?
I forgot how to say
Husband's
co-host.
done wrong ones on the poster before.
That's right. Candlelit Tales podcast. Thank you
But
very
we
much.
do have
for the plug.
a very excited voice note from your collaborator, Caoimhín.
You, man.
And he wants us to play your part on his album, and then we might play us
Best of
out.
that.
Amazing.
What do you think about that?
Sure, look, I mean, if Caoimhín wants it, he gave us some great advice.
He gives some
Lean
great advice.
into the Bucko energy. And after he listened to his voice note, I think he lent into it brilliantly. So let's just leave him, take it away, and wrap up this show today for us boys. So, Míle Buíochas Caoimhín, thank you so much for listening. Listen up to Caoimhín, telling you a little bit more about Féile Solas and why you really should be going there this 2026 for the summer solstice celebrations.
June 19th to 21st. Biggie Ling.
Yeah, big leg.
Yup.
Well, a chuirde gé ó cren crack. Tá si bheith géisteach le Eist Aron Radio nish. Curtha láthair ag na bucos. Is mise ceannas na bucos, is mise Caoimhín, agus beg mise ag casa rein ceol ag Féile Solas Ilan Fuide Mlína. Agus a nish beg si bheith géisteach le Bláisín mo chud ceolsa. On K track make si bheith ag géisteach le ná Aron dar tedal falte. Agus mar on track show tá the one and only Shanachie Ard Buco Ella Aron Hegarty! Agus in the sin, Beig Agéisteach le Tedalreen, my album debut a hánig amach on Bhlín Shakata. Aron, Fianna Féile, agus on Crackig na Féile a lig on Crack a mega gwyn ag Féile Solas. So on Tanamatá, Aron sin na Ríocht na sí. So a charge gael, tá súlagum gomwinnig sib sult asmachud ceol, os an clár an seo a nocht, no madin, no cabé am a meag sig a géisteach leis, agus tá súlagum gomwinnig sib sult all war os an Sarah, tá sé búta lininis, tá an green kind of ag Donna Greenstead on Sarah Lacuna Day, agus on Shocked and Shakoon Freshen, big on a crack again, big on a sport again, Winnigi Salt, lash it up the belly, yoo!
Fado, Nadina she, the fae or fairy folk, they came over 9 waves to wash here, they say. To the forest-filled lands, shapeshifters and tricksters connected deeply to nature's seasons. To the fun and the games, knowing how to move through the darkness to and into brighter days, together in connection, Nazca. Hegarty na Grania, at sunrise in an ever-changing sky the seasons sweep through. So much was lost to tide and to time, Mactá sé fós an seo an ish. Underbirds' song on bare branches, ease feet into soil, feel breath of the breeze, sense the shape-shifting fae urging us to cut away. Their tales ogluan gugluan, the old transgressors, successors, and many masters and testers, our ancestors. Culture intermingles, rebirthing, remaking, and recreating the times before. Fitcha, fuacha. It's all love and light, mistake and heartbreak, creation and chaos, inspiration, imbus. Nature holds it all for us to remold and refold for generations to behold. So wake up to the call from feathered friends and trees, begging us for more care, please, to this sacred soil we've overtoiled. On all, Ishtak agus amach. Breathe in and out. Dushiki, Eist, Eist. Eist. Tar agus fáilte chuig Ríocht na sí.
Skill a brand new and taven way. Hackney enig sé sem bahas dit de curbe. So lees chakas and sounds the floor be in a stand of Fianna at the Hallin tour. Fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, fan a little day, dear, oh, fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, dear, oh. Rockin' Michigan spree, rockin' Michigan hers quick Ríocht na sí. So when a mask go die, guess na gave load of love. Ma he gone cold, get down in the flower. Fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, fan a little day, dear, oh, fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, dear, oh. Le Joliak, the Zale, the grass, big rinkin' house can't flee, Yallow lawn. Fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, fan a little day, dear, oh, fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, oh, fan a little day, dear, oh. Oh, fan a